Namaste, welcome to the Yoga Pantry with me, Natasha. There's been a lot of interest in more hands-free yoga videos, so here I am to deliver. So this is one that will benefit you if you have any kind of shoulder injuries, wrists, elbows, or just don't have the use of your arms. It's going to be challenging in the sense that you really need to connect to your core in order to ground and balance yourself, and also finding focus too. So roll out your yoga mat and let us begin. Just standing nice and comfortably in a Tadasana. Now your feet can be hip width apart or together or a little bit wider. Just whatever feels comfortable. The most important thing is that when you bend your knees, you want those knees to track straight forward. So for me, for the easiest way to do it for my comfort is just having my feet turned out a smidge, just a little bit. If I turn my feet in, then I can still have my knees bent forward, but I have to work a lot more effort into my inner thighs, and it's not as comfortable on my knees. So just take a moment just to check in with where your knees need to be in order to bend straight forward and find that strength and that support through your body. Once you've got that sorted, you can stand here nice and comfortably. Tadasana, hands palms open, fingers to the ground, close your eyes, take a few deep breaths in and out through the nose. Always trying to breathe in and out through the nose if you can, because that's our natural filter. You can find your Ujjayi breath, just constricting the back of your throat a little bit. And then gently opening your eyes. Couple of deep breaths, just normal, gentle breaths. And let's just drop the chin down towards the chest. Soften your knees, soften your ankles, and the arms just hang. For me, it's really hard to remind myself that my arms are not going to do anything. You can have them strapped up against your body to stop that, to protect them if you like, and to remind you that they're out of commission. Or maybe you don't need any reminders. So as we just hang here, the knees can be soft, bent a whole lot or a little bit, and you can play with the weight moving forward and back. Draw in through the belly and allow yourself to rise. Press through the feet. This energy comes up from the feet into the core and hopefully activates our glutes as well. Allow the chest to start to expand up, and as we expand the chest up, the belly stays in. And then exhale, drop the chin back down towards the chest. Soften through the joints, the knees, the back, the spine rolling down. So there's a lot of work here in the glutes, the legs. If they're already a little shaky, it's all good. Press through the feet again and roll back up. Ragdolling yourself up. Pull the belly up. As you come up, expand the chest. And then one more time. Round, chin down towards the chest, soft knees. Feel that control through the body. Check that your knees are pointing forward rather than bending in or out. Press through the feet, draw up through the belly, roll and rise. Expand open through the heart. And then release back to center. Now we're going to drop our ear towards the right shoulder and then let the body again soft through the joints and just let that head draw you down to one side. You'll feel the stretch through the opposite side. Core drawing in, keeping you strong. Press through the feet, rise up. Drop the ear to the other side and then allow the softness in the knees and the hips. And you can allow the ribs to open up as well. And you get that lovely stretch through the side. And then press through center, lengthen again. Drop the ear to the other side. Now that you're getting a bit more used to this, you can start to lift through the rib cage a little more. You'll feel a good stretch and then in through the core. Over to the other side one last time. Head down and stretch that out. Lift through the rib cage. Inhale. Come up and then start to rotate gently through the neck. Nice and gently, standing comfortably. Just very slowly so you can feel what's going on in the spine. Let your breath guide you, softness in those joints. Try not to lock your knees. We want to be kind to ourselves in our asana practice. We want to be gentle and we want to pay attention to what's happening in the body. Let's reverse the rotation back the other way. Breathing into it. And then inhale and back to center. So if you're not already at the top of the mat, come to the top of the mat. And we're going to bend the knees a little bit and then rise, expand through the chest and then fold down. Rise up again, extending all the way, step your right foot back. High lunge, or if you prefer, a warrior one. So either you have the heel off the ground or you drop it down and the big toe points up to the sky. But we want to square the hips up. So high lunge is all good. It's easy to balance as well. But it's whatever works best for your body. Now draw in through the belly and down through the tailbone. That means that we might need to bend the knee a little bit. Pull back through the right hip crease. And then stretch up. Straightening those legs and exhale, reach back into the back leg. Stretch up and reach back into the back leg. Stretch up, keeping the core in. Reach into the back leg and reach into the back leg. Let your body come forward. So a little arrowhead, but the arms are soft. And then press again, bend that back leg and then stretch. Ooh, getting a good glute workout here. And then bend. And stretch into that back heel. Bend, keeping that front foot very grounded. We're not gripping into the toes. And bend, belly in, and stretch. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And we're going to press off that back foot, coming to the top of the mat. You can jiggle that out if the glute felt the work. Inhale, breathe the heart up. Exhale, round, drop down, roll down. Inhale, half lift. And then rise. Oh, so much impulse wanting to lift my arms. And then open the chest, back to center. Now soften and step your left foot back. High lunge or warrior one. And again, looking for this lovely length. So we don't want to overarch the lower back here. Lengthen through the tailbone. You might bend that back knee to get that. And then keeping the core drawing in, pulling back through the hip creases, reach into that back leg. And then stretch up and down. Stretch up and down. Stretch up and down. Just finding your balance and your strength, the core drawing up to the center the whole time, not gripping through the toes, but really spreading the weight through the ball of the foot and into the center of the heel. And down, and then up, and down, and then reach into that back leg. Bring the body forward, and then bend back to center. Press into that back leg, and then bend. Lots of strength in the core. We're working core and glutes and legs hard out. Arms completely relaxed. You can remind yourself if you need to, if they're holding some tension. One more time. Feel that booty into that arrowhead, and then push. Step up. Shake it out. Inhale, expand through the chest. Exhale, round. Drop the chin. Roll down. Inhale, half lift, and press and rise. Right foot steps back, turn it out. Open the rib cage to the side. Now, make sure that your inner thigh is rotating up and out. So opening the rib cage to the side. And this arm can come behind you or just rest on your thigh, just whatever you need. Just keep opening out to that back edge of the back foot. Let your hips open up. Be mindful that this knee doesn't collapse in, right? So we want openness through the hips. Breathe into it. Pull the energy up through your body. Open through the shoulder. Gaze back. Reach into that back leg. Gaze forward. And then reach forward. As the body tilts forward, reach into the back leg a whole bunch. Again, arms super relaxed. And then inhale, straighten that front leg. Hui, send your hips back and let your torso come forward. So more core, lots of core and leg strength when we're not using our arms. Breathe into it. Open, rib cage to the sky. Gaze up if you're comfortable. If not, just find a spot to gaze at. That will give you your balance. And if there's a lot of tightness in this inner thigh, you can bend your knee a little bit. Breathe and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Soften that front knee. Come up into your warrior 2. Gaze back. And then reach back. Gaze up. And I mean reach back with the body, not the arms, obviously. And then back to center. Straighten that leg. Turn your hips forward. You might need to bring the back leg in. This is where balance and control. Turn in, step, shake it off. Inhale up again. Exhale, round down. All the way down, just feeling the back, the legs, the core. Now, if your lower back is sore, it's because you're not engaging your core and your glutes enough. So let's try warrior on the other side, warrior 2. Inhale, rise up. And then left foot steps back into your warrior 2. So again, back foot pointing to the side of the mat, maybe slightly up. Front knee not collapsing in or out. And your hips, there, that's the key to protecting the knee. So my hips need to be on a 45-degree angle. And I just achieve the look of the warrior by opening my rib cage up, lining my shoulders with my hips. Breathe into it. And then press up. Lengthening through the crown and then sinking down. Gaze back into that warrior. Core is in. There's length through the tailbone. We're lining ourselves up, hips and shoulders as best we can. Stretching the mat apart through the feet. Connecting to the back edge, pinky toe side of the foot. And pulling up through the arches of the feet. Gaze forward. Breathe into it. And then lean forward. Breathe into it. And gaze up, open the rib cage, gaze up. Open that inner thigh, work those legs, keep the core in, lots of strength here. And then gaze forward and straighten that front leg. Now send the hips back, it's like someone's pushing that front hip in, and then lengthen your body forward. And you can gaze back or to the sky, working the inner thigh. If you need to soften your knee, that's all good. Try not to lock those knees. This is all in the core. Breathe into it. And then look forward. Bend into that front knee. So warm already. Inhale. Up. Turn the leg in and step. Top of the mat. Shake it off. Ooh, all right, we're going to start to string those things together. Take a moment, Tadasana. Inhale, expand through the chest. Always being aware that we're not letting go of the belly though. So we're reaching up rather than letting everything go. Reach up and round through the shoulders. There, round through the shoulders. Expand through the chest. Round through the shoulders, let the body drop down. If anything doesn't feel right for you, just modify and find what does. That's super important that it's not painful. Half left, roll and rise halfway. Gonna let my arms be loose. And then stepping right foot back, straight back, high lunge. Boom. We're now in arrowhead, so familiar. Bend, lifting, straight and down. Arrowhead. Straighten into that back leg and then bend, straight up, lift up and down, straighten, arrowhead. Oh, gotta let my arms be loose. Bend, straight up, press up. So good for those glutes in the core. Bend, arrowhead. And now you want to soften the body to turn the leg out. You can roll the shoulder back to get that feel of opening through the sides. Open out through the inner thighs here. Let's gaze back, warrior two. And then reach forward. Reach forward. Gaze down. Breathe into it. Open the rib cage to the sky. Inhale up. Reach back. Little reverse. I think we might have forgot this one on the other side. Inhale up, straighten the legs, reach back through the hip and forward into a triangle. Open the rib cage. So we're rotating to the ceiling, gazing up, or just where you need to find your balance. Do not lock your joints. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then soften the knee. Hallelujah, warrior 2. Turn everything in. Now, if you're feeling strong and confident with your balance, we're going to try warrior 3. If you're not, that's okay. I'll just give you a modification first. So, move the weight forward a bit, stretch into that front leg, and you can warrior 3 here, toes touching the ground, all good. But if you're feeling confident here, now start to lift that back leg. Arms relaxed, hold, lots of core, lots of focus. Gaze at a spot. 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to pull the knee in. If you need to take the foot down, it's all good. Find your balance, lift. Extend. Release. And then inhale, rise up to the toes. Exhale, sink back into a chair. Slide the weight back. Open the heart a little. Weird with the arms down, right? Press and lift. Expand and round. Expand and round. Down. Down, 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 down. Pull. Rise. And expand and down. Inhale, half lift. Left foot steps back. Warrior 1. Press into it. Here we are in our arrowhead pose. Bend the knee, core is in, and straighten. Bend the knee and lift up. Bend the knee and straighten. Bend the knee, lift, and then bend the front knee and reach forward. One more time. Bend the back knee, press up, bend the front knee, lengthen, reaching into that back foot. Soften the body, turn that leg out. Find your warrior 2. Work your inner thigh muscle, can't stress that enough. Roll the shoulders back. Gaze back for a moment. And gaze forward. Straighten that front leg. Reaching up through the crown. Bend. Reach back. Little reverse. And forward. Holy moly, it's warm. And then reaching forward into your extended side angle. Remember, open through your rib cage. And then rise up, straighten that front leg. Send your hips back. Triangle pose. Start to open through the rib cage here. Gazing up if you can, otherwise down if you need to. Front knee can be bent if it needs to as well. Pull the belly back in to the body. Exhale. Whew. Rise up. Turn that back foot in. Here we go. Finding our balance. You can walk that in and you can straighten. Just find your warrior three. Remember those arms. Just leave them be. And then lift if you want. Find your balance. Gaze straight to the floor. So there's a length through your spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull the knee in. Extend it up in front of you. Extend out. And release. Up to your toes. And down. Up to your toes. And down. One more time. Up to your toes. And fully fold down. Breathe. Roll up, inhale. Step out to the side, wide-legged, open through the inner thighs, tail to the ground, knees open, knees and toes tracking in the same direction. Pull the ribs in, beautiful, goddess pose. Super open, super powerful. Reach out to one side, press through the opposite leg, inhale back to center. Reach out to the other side, and center, rise up. Turn the feet in, breathe the heart open, and reach forward. Just halfway. Halfway. I got the wiggles and jiggles in my bones. Oh my gosh, look at me, I'm so shaky. So shaky. And then if you want, all the way down, breathe. Pull the belly up, hug in through the inner thighs, rise up. Turn the feet out, sink down again into your goddess pose. Belly and tail down, find your strength. We're gonna pulse. Did I mention that this was a leg and glute and core thing? Pulse it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 5. You can do it. 4. Belly and tail down. 3, 2, 1. Rise up. Turn the feet in. Forward. So send your hips back and come forward. Core is in, ribs are in, so we've got comfort through the back of the body. And then if you want, all the way down. And breathe. Inhale, pull up through the belly, roll and rise. Step the feet in together, and we're gonna come down. Down onto our knees. Take a moment, breathe in. Toes can be tucked behind you or flat. Rotate from the ribs. Lead with the shoulder. Be very aware of what's happening here. Trying to keep the sacrum squared to the front and back to center. Rotate the other way. Back to center. And then settle. Vajrasana. If Vajrasana is no good, just come back to where you were. A little higher. And breathe. And then round, exhale. And if you need to now swap into a cross-legged position, that's all good, go for it. Round and expand. And round. Articulation for our spine. And expand. And round. And expand. You can widen out the legs, you can keep them together a little closer. Child's pose. Come on down, you deserve it.
Have a moment, rest. Breathe into the back of your body. So take those lovely deep inhales and feel the back of your body expanding. And breathe up into the shoulders, nourishing your shoulders, your arms, your elbows, your hands. Sending healing energy down through the arms, down into the fingers, down into the hands, across the shoulder blades. And inhale.
Rise up. Take those legs out in front of you. Shake it out. We're going to bring soles of the feet together. So find a comfortable place for you. You can use your hands and your arms if they're available to you. But if you enjoy the challenge of just not using them at all, it's a whole different experience, isn't it? So arms wherever you like, and just let yourself fold forward. Inhale, peel the body up. Right leg now extends. You might need to raise your hips onto a support for more comfort, and then allow yourself again to fold forward. And if you want to use a strap and hold on to that around your leg, you can totally do that. Or if you just want props and you just have some props that you can just rest your head on, you can do that too. And just surrender here. The legs have done a lot of work, so the little stretch out will be most welcomed. Inhale, peel the body up, straighten left leg, bring right leg in, readjust your body, and then fold yourself down. Try not to get squashing onto the mic there. Fold down, surrender, breathe. And then inhale, release. Extend that out, shake it out. Now we're going to bend the right leg out to the side and the left leg out in front. So it's like we've got two, it's like I'm going for a little run. Or I'm like one of those chalk bodies on the ground. So hip to knee, knee to ankle, hip to knee, knee to ankle. It's called deer pose. Sit into it. If it's super uncomfortable, you might just need to readjust a little bit where those legs go or raise the hips. And you can absolutely just sit here, or you can check in and see if coming forward is of benefit to you at all. You can use your arms if they're available, or maybe you just sit. It's going to help to just strengthen and open out those hips. Or if you're comfortable, you can come all the way down. It's basic. Oh, I just squashed the mic. It's basically like an easy version of pigeon. Although for some people, they feel more stretch in this position than in a full pigeon pose. And again, you can have props to support your body if you need to, a bolster this way or that way. It's all about finding the position that's most beneficial and supportive for your body. And then inhale, and trying to come up if you can. Now we're going to lift the knees and then just drop them over to the other side, and magically we're in the same position but on the other side. So again, you can just stay here, readjust anything that needs to be adjusted, and I'll just move back onto my mat a little bit more. And then maybe you just lean a little forward, and maybe that's enough for you. Maybe you explore coming down if you can hold any weight on those forearms or hands. Or maybe you just sit and chill. Or maybe you just choose a different pose that's more beneficial for you. And you can have your feet flexed to protect your knee if your knee needs additional support. Inhale, peel the body up. Release those legs. You can window wiper them out or just shake them out. And then come onto your back. Lying down. Have a moment. Let's let the legs open out wide, so the feet, and then drop the knees into center. Find your comfort. Take 5 deep abdominal breaths. And then walk the feet in and release your legs. Shake them out. Actually, let's go into a twist first. So let's just move the legs to one side. And that's if a twist is good for you. If not, then you can just come straight into Savasana. But otherwise, shifting your hips off to one side and drop your knees over to the other direction. Arms wherever you like, head in whatever direction that serves you. Breathe into it. Let yourself soften. Inhale back to center, and you can shuffle your hips off to the other side and then bring your knees over in the opposite direction. Again, arms wherever you like. You might find on one side it's doable, on the other side maybe not so much, especially if you've got a shoulder injury, but just find what you need. And arms, really, you can do what you want with them as long as you're comfortable, and you can find a little spinal twist. You can also do a seated spinal twist if that's better. And then back to center. Have a little moment, little rest, little wriggle. If you want to do anything else, like if you want to do a happy baby or anything else, you know what your body needs right now, go for it. Otherwise, join me in Savasana. Letting the legs drop out to the side. You could pop a bolster or some cushions underneath your knees. Let your back settle into the floor. Lengthen through your spine, down into your heels. Close your eyes, take a deep breath in through the nose. Sigh it out. Yeah, it's good, right? And then just allow yourself to relax. Job well done. Now, if that wasn't enough for you, while you relax, you can listen. And you can maybe do this next time through. Maybe before we come down to the ground, just go back to the start and do it all over again. You can do that as many times as you like until you want to come down to the floor and start to cool down. But for now, relax, surrender. Relax the tension in the jaw, around the eyes, between the eyebrows. Relax the throat, the shoulders. Relax the arms, relax the chest. Relax the belly, relax the hips, the buttocks, relax the legs, the knees, the feet. Relax the whole of the right arm, the whole of the left arm, the whole of the right leg, the whole of the left leg. Relax the whole right side of your body. Relax the whole left side of your body. Relax your whole body, your whole entire body. Relax, relax, relax. You can stay here as long as you like. Or you can start to deepen your breath, wriggle a little, curl up, and then eventually find your way to a comfortable seat. If you don't want to use your arms, you can tuck those knees and roll up. Thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully that was a useful practice for you. There are 2 other no arm videos on the YouTube channel, and I will endeavor to put more on, and maybe some stretch ones and some slightly different sequencing as well, just so that you get a whole variety of workouts that you can do without the use of your arms, because I know a lot of people suffer injuries, or if you've actually lost an arm, then it's quite nice to be able to do something that doesn't require that at all. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for your beautiful support, your wonderful comments. And if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead, subscribe. Click the subscribe button and the notification bell. And I will see you again next time. Thank you so much. Namaste.